Hello, my name is Deema Sbai. I'm going to be explaining how a child's brain develops in the utero. Okay, so 4 weeks after conception, there's a lot of neural tissue being formed by embryonic cells. It says in one of the readings, that primitive cerebral hemispheres can be detected as early as 3 weeks after conception. So at first, there's a fold being formed, and this is called the neural grove. Then this neural grove curves to become a tube. Then this tube becomes the forebrain, the midbrain, and the hindbrain, and the spinal cord. So in more detail, the forebrain is going to become what is known as the cerebral cortex, which gives us the ability to feel things, also known as stimulation, as well as controlling some of our behaviors and thoughts and critical thinking. The midbrain becomes a station that sends stimulation from different parts of our body to different parts of the brain. And the hindbrain controls things that we do without thinking, such as like our heartbeat and our breathing. And lastly, the spinal cord is going to be seen as a messenger that becomes a pathway that sends information between our body and brain. After these 4 weeks, the embryo at this point is growing at a very increased speed, and the two major hemispheres of the cerebral cortex begin to be very noticeable and prominent. As weeks continue, the cerebral cortex grows a lot, like so much that it covers the midbrain. So the major structural changes occur at about 28 weeks, and the cerebral cortex grows a lot and gets wrinkly and folds over itself inside the skull, and this is known as gyri and sulci. And it's good to understand why the folds happen is because it allows the brain to have a lot more space, I guess you can say, for neural networking. So, at this point, a lot of new cells are being formed, and this process is called neurogenesis. They're migrating from the inner layers of the tissue to the outer layers, and this makes the brain grow and grow and adds many different layers. Once the cells have settled to their final destination, they acquire characteristics that are dependent on their location in the brain. The nerve cells then branch their means to communicate with other neurons. And there are two types of branch-looking things that are sprouted from the cells, and the first one is a dendrite, which receive incoming information, and the axons, which is a larger single-looking branch that takes information, that accepts the information. So the dendrite is receiving. Wait a second. Yeah, the dendrite is receiving incoming information, and the axon is giving the information to other neurons. During a newborn's first year of life, many axons and dendrites are being formed, and the dendrites and axons communicate by sending information across a synaptic gap, which they have to travel in order to, give information to one another. And many neurotransmitters are being released in this process and allow this information to travel from one axon to a dendrite, and that's basically, how it is. Thank you.